back to Happiest Girls on Earth. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Lauren.
And today we have a video that's super exciting, and we're going to be talking about, are the Polynesian bungalows worth the huge splurge? Lauren had the opportunity to stay in a Polynesian bungalow for a couple of nights last year in 2019, and today we're going to sit down and talk about her experience a little bit.
Yes, so I stayed in the Polynesian bungalows last June, so it was June of 2019. No, it was... Wait, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, no.
Yeah, it was.
I stayed for 3 nights there, and the whole thing I kind of want to talk about is that this was an extension onto the trip. I did not stay in the bungalow for my entire trip. I think we stayed for a week, and this was like at the very end of our trip.
I remember it being like a really big surprise too. Like,
yeah,
she had no
I didn't
clue
know
it was
either,
coming.
because
She went with her family.
Yeah, because we were staying at just at the Polynesian, which is my favorite hotel, of course. And then that was the whole surprise, because it was originally just my mom, and then
just you, yeah.
Just my mom and I, and then a few other people flew down and met us, and we stayed at the
big surprise
bungalows.
with people coming down, and then an even bigger surprise staying in the Poly Bungalows.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we're definitely going to talk about it and talk about what's inside the bungalows. Are they worth the price? All the details are coming up.
Big question, is it worth it?
We'll see.
So I guess the first question is, we know it's in the Polynesia, but where are they actually located?
So the Polynesian is right along like the Seven Seas Lagoon, and the bungalows are kind of an extension like from the beach area. So it's like an overwater area. They're supposed to be, the whole theme is like Bora Bora. Every building at the Polynesian is a different island, and the bungalows are Bora Bora because of the overwater bungalows. That's kind of Bora Bora's thing. So yeah, they're just extended off of the beach. And I would say there's not too many of them, maybe like 30.
Can you see them from like Magic Kingdom's entrance / like the ferry, or like
the ferry.
The monorail?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So like if you're looking out on the beach towards Magic Kingdom, the ferry comes from like the right hand side. Our bungalow wasn't, but if our bungalow was like all the way on the far right, the ferry would go like right by it. You would definitely hear
cool.
the ferry.
Okay. That thing runs late too.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see them from the ferry, and I think the monorail too, because they're right on the water. So.
Okay. So many people are probably going to be wondering, since we said this is a splurge, how much does it actually cost?
So the straight up price is around $2,000 a night. How
steep.
Just a little. However, we booked through Disney Vacation Club. We're members of DVC. Our home resort is Bay Lake, which is right next to Contemporary. And for points, it's about 115 points per night, which is still high for points, but obviously not as much as spending $2,000 a
right.
night.
I feel like it makes you feel better that when you hear 115 rather than 2,000.
Yeah, so for those of you that know DVC, you can kind of gauge it either way, or if you're not DVC, you can gauge it really high up there with the $2,000.
Yeah.
But obviously either way, they are more expensive than your typical hotel room.
But it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Obviously,
Exactly.
This is very rare. You said there's only 30, pretty inexclusive. So we just talked about how steep the cost actually is. So I guess let's talk about what you get in it. So how many people does it sleep?
It sleeps 8 people, so a pretty good amount, pretty good group. We didn't fill it up. We only had 4 people that were staying in it. But again, 8 is about accurate for a 2-bedroom room.
So what does the room all include then?
So it's a 2-bedroom room with its own living room area, and also there's a completely full kitchen with a stove, a fridge, everything, even a dishwasher, I think. And then there's a private deck, and on the private deck there's even a private plunge pool. So just
Ooh, fancy.
It's about the size of a hot tub, but it's not a hot tub. It's just a regular old pool, but obviously it's your own private pool. So that's really cool. And yeah, as I said, 2 bedrooms. So there's a king bed in the main bedroom. In the smaller bedroom, there's a queen bed, and there's a pull-down bed that kind of comes from the dresser that's underneath the TV. If you stayed in a Disney hotel, most of them have that.
Yeah.
And then outside in the living room area, there's one of the queen sofas that you pull out from the couch. Again, most of the DVC
Yeah, they know,
properties
yeah,
or
they
Disney
do.
hotels have that. And there's also another one of the pull-down beds from the TV entertainment
So
center.
just like the pull-down beds, like regular DVC studios?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So what did you think or like about them then?
So I loved it because it was so private and such a different type of Disney hotel experience. You had that nice lake view. You could see the castle from our bungalow. I don't know if from all of them you could see the castle, but definitely from ours you could see it. It was really nice. And it's just so tropical inside. There was a bunch of little Disney touches, like whether it was a reference to like the tiki birds or, you know, something like that. It was really magical.
It seems very private, like it's your own like house or home, like you're going back to like an individual bungalow.
Yeah, it was like we were going back to an apartment or like our own house because it was ours for 3 days. You know, you're not connected to anyone. You can't knock on the wall.
You don't have like neighbors.
No, not really. So it was really awesome. And there were these super cool swinging chairs on because it was kind of a wraparound deck on the side of the deck. There were these big swinging chairs and they were really relaxing just to sit on and chill. Those were nice too. And of course the plunge pool, I loved that.
So Disney's sort of known for their surprises or special moments. So did any of that happen?
So it was nothing that Disney really created specifically for us. It was more so just being in the bungalow. As I said, we could see the castle from our bungalow. So one night we weren't out in the parks. I think we had dinner at the hotel and weren't ready to go out to the parks yet, but it was firework time. So you can play the music from your TV, like the music to go along with the fireworks. So we did that and we ordered pizzas and had a whole pizza party on the back deck of our bungalow, and then the fireworks started and the music was all queued up and it was such a unique firework experience. Yeah, like we had already been in the parks to watch Happily Ever After a few times, but obviously we're like, we want to switch it up.
Yeah,
so
you have this once in a lifetime opportunity. You might as well take advantage of it.
It was really cool because it was the perfect view of the fireworks, and you can see the projections as well. It's more so focusing on the fireworks, obviously, but it was so magical. Just a pizza party with fireworks.
That's sweet. So the main question is, are the Polynesian bungalows worth the splurge?
So I believe you're definitely getting your money's worth. If you decide to pay for the bungalows. It's the ultimate luxury hotel experience you can get at a Disney hotel. It's so private, it just makes everything seem 100% better. But I would definitely, if you're thinking about doing this for your entire trip, I would not recommend it. I think the bungalows should be an extension to a trip, so if you're going for a week like I did,
that makes sense though.
Yeah, because you want to be able to enjoy your room. If you are going for 3 days and you want to be in the parks from dawn till dusk,
that makes no sense.
Because you want to be able to sit out back, go in the pool, maybe watch the fireworks one night from your room. You know, enjoy your room, not be in the parks.
Leave at 5 a.m. for Rise the Resistance and get back at midnight from a Magic Kingdom close.
It is totally not worth it. So I would totally recommend, if you do want to get the full experience, add it as an extension before or after your trip. Also, you kind of have to, because it's going to be really hard to get a full 7 days if you wanted to. Like, again, they're pretty exclusive and they're hard to get. So definitely as an extension. If you don't want to spend all that money on a bungalow and you kind of want something similar, I would definitely recommend a lakeview room at the Polynesian Village Resort, because you're still getting that tropical feel if that's what's up your alley, and you still have the nice view of the lake.
And the castle and
stuff.
You
can still see the castle from certain rooms, so if you don't want to go big, you can definitely stay at the Polynesian. Again, it's my favorite resort. I would recommend it to anyone all the time. But overall, if you have a decent amount of people, if it's not just like 2 people, more than 2, and you want the ultimate Disney luxury hotel experience, I would totally recommend you splurging and going for a Polynesian bungalow, because they are magical.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, subscribe down below and like this video. I hope you enjoyed this video on Lauren's experience in the Polynesian bungalows, and I hope this video helps you decide on whether you want to splurge or not on the Polynesian bungalows in the near future.
And if you have stayed at the bungalows or any of the splurge type Disney resorts or Disney features of the resorts, please let us know down in the comments. I want to hear your experience and we can compare. See you next Monday.
See ya.